Hey YouTube, Dine, back with another video. I'm going to be doing a quick description and a review on the Blackhawk Serpa concealment holster. As you can see, it's a Blackhawk Serpa concealment holster for right hand, made for a Glock 17, 22, and 31. I bought this at the gun store in New Mexico for $49.95, and really, this holster is not worth $50. It's worth at least $15, at least $15 because of the way it's made. As you can see, I already opened it up, and basically this is your holster. It's a polycarbonate craftsmanship, and this is molded to fit a Glock. And this one here, I have it set up on a paddle bag type holster to where I can easily, remove it from my pant if I want to carry concealer open. This one here is actually made for a belt, and I already have it set up for the size of my Bianchi trouser belt. And easily to transfer them from the holster to the paddle back or the belt loop, you just simply remove the 3 screws that are on here, 1, 2, 3, and you can mount it, with the slant forward or rear or straight up mount, however you wish to have your draw style from the holster. And I already have it set up. This one here comes with 2 plastic hooks that hook onto the inner pant, so it can't be easily taken off your pant if someone were to try and grab your weapon. These ones here just come with 2 clip-on attachments where you can adjust it to the width of your belt again. But if someone were to grab your weapon and fight for your weapon, this is really thin, so it's going to break. Even if you were to hit something hard, like your car door if you're exiting, or even if you were to hit something hard, this will break. This is my second holster, so they test it out. But I think a lot of people have purchased these because it's cheap and simple. This also comes with instructions. It's simple how the setup of the holster is and how to set it up, and it just tells you how to adjust the tension on it as well, how you can carry it, and also how to clean it. But anyway, I purchased this holster because for me it's something easy. I can use at the range, or if I want to do open type carry at the range. I really don't use this for concealed carry or open carry in public, just because of the way it's made. Again, this is all polycarbonate, which is hardened plastic. As you can see, in here is where you have your retention that locks the trigger guard, and you simply release your weapon by depressing this here, this light press, and then you just draw your weapon. And I do have a Glock 17. It is uncleared. There's no weapon, or there's no round in the chamber, and I'll try to do this one-handed. But this is how the weapon sits, and all you do is push here and release. And when you release, your finger should be resting here along the side of the weapon, along the side of the rail. You shouldn't have your finger slipping here unless you're pushing down, and if you push down like this with your finger, then you're prone to having an accidental discharge, which is not what you want. And I think a lot of people have been having those problems. So again, like I said, there's no round in the chamber, but this is how it looks from the top side and from the side view. And I hate to do this, but even though it's not loaded, but that's how it is. And one thing is, you don't you want to go easy on these holsters because they're not really made for like a duty carry or combat mode holster, because again, these are cheaply made, so they will break, they will crack, and they will malfunction, especially with this trigger release mechanism here. If you get dirt or little rocks or pebbles in here, you're basically SOL, because you won't be able to draw your Glock. It's going to lock your Glock into the holster, so you won't be able to draw it. So if you ever get into a confrontation or something like that, and you end up on the ground and you get dirt, little tiny pebbles in here, you won't be able to draw your holster, or draw your Glock, I'm sorry. And if you were to go fight, and for some reason you scuff this whole side against the concrete or a pavement, or ground hard enough, you're going to scratch this whole part. It is going to scratch, and how you rub something for so long, and it starts to wear. Now that's what's going to happen, and once that happens, you're going to be again SOL, because you won't be able to draw your Glock. And even if that happens and someone's fighting for your weapon, they'll actually break the holster off the paddle or off the belt loop, but they won't be able to use the Glock unless they're really strong to get it out, because I've tested this in the water, sand, mud, and again going through some different fight positions on the ground, and I've managed to break 2 holsters, just because one of the fact was I got some dirt and mud in here, and it wouldn't release my Glock, so I had to had a hard time getting the holster off. I had to use like a little sharp cutting type plier to actually cut the holster and get the Glock out. And the second time, I believe I used it in the cold weather and to test it, and I've put it in water, froze it, and then it cracked, obviously, and also did some ground fighting, and again, dirt and rocks got in here, and then also used it on the pavement, and it locked my weapon in there, and I was able to get it out. But so if you're looking for a holster, I wouldn't recommend the Blackhawk Serpa, just because they're cheaply made, and it's something that isn't geared to any type of duty carry. I mean, if you prefer it, you do, but I think without putting the holster to the extreme test, what I found is that the holster is pretty good. I never had problems with the AD on this holster. It's simple, like I said. You just push down and draw, and then once you draw, you basically have your finger here where it should be. You shouldn't be pushing down at this and then having a accidental discharge where you shoot your leg, your thigh, your knee, or your foot, or something. But overall, I like the holster, but like I said, I use it mainly at the range. But this is something I wouldn't carry for conceal or open carry in public. But again, you guys have your own preferences and opinions, but I thought I'd give you a rundown on the Blackhawk Serpa holster. So this one is basically going to be like a little holster I can, just holster my Glock in and then put it in my safe. But again, like I said, I think these are good holsters, but it's just if they could, give it better construction and kind of, maybe layer the inside with some suede or something, because once you use this holster, this is a brand new Gen 4 Glock 17. The only thing it does is it wears, as you can see, I think if you can see it, the inside of the holster will scratch your weapon, and it's hard to get that scratch out, you know. So that's one thing that it'll do, is it'll wear your weapon. So I never had a problem with like the Safariland open or with this Safariland holsters, whether it's for duty carry, concealed carry. They have the suede lining to where it protects your weapon, and it has a better locking mechanism to it. But again, thank you for watching. I hope this video was good for you guys to kind of get an idea of what the Blackhawk holster, Serpa holster looks like. And if you're thinking of purchasing this for whatever weapon you have, again, think twice about using this for concealed carry or open carry. Again, follow the gun safety, your gun safety at all times, and always obey your firearms laws in your state. And again, thank you for watching. If you like this video, like it. If you have any comments, comment. Please, you know, I like to get some comments or feedback. You know, I'm not good at making videos and post them on YouTube, but this is something I thought I could do for you guys. Was this, and I'll try and go over at least another review and rundown on some holsters for duty carry for Bianchi and Safariland. So I'll put that out as soon as I can. You guys have a good day, and thank you for watching.